welcome back for another video. So we are in the W, which means it is adventure day. Oh gosh, we are coming, darlings. Wait 1 second. But we've come out for another adventure. So we have just arrived at Lady. Oh no, she's excited. So we've just arrived at Lady Bower Reservoir. We're hoping it is another sort of like, well, it does look as if it's another circular walk, but this time it's a bit longer. It's 5.5 miles, I believe. So about an 8.5k walk. But we've just come to Fairholmes Visitor Centre because this is where the walk starts. And yeah, we're gonna get off on the walk now. Really, really excited. So it's been about, how long did you say it was before you reckon we went off piste? Is that what you say, off piste, off track?
Yeah, about 200 metres.
200 metres, and I already think I know better than the maps. But we are just, the thing is, it's right. Again, the same as in the last video, I'll put a link down below of the walk, but it says on the walk to follow the main road, when actually there's a little like woodland walk next to it, which is what we're doing instead. So we can still see the main road, but the thing is it's 3 kilometres. We know we're aiming for the viaducts, which is where we're going, but so far it's very, very pretty. Those bluebells are gorgeous. Can you see them all behind me? Absolutely stunning scenes, but yeah, hopefully my confidence pays off. So I've just said, as long as I remain confident that I know where we're going, Mikey's not going to doubt me. But through the trees you can already see the beautiful scenes of Lady Bower Reservoir. In fact, actually, I don't know if this is Lady Bower Reservoir on our left. Because there's like 4 different reservoirs, but it looks pretty anyway. Skies. How stunning. I can't believe that literally as soon as we've got in the car it has stopped raining. That's so difficult, but oh well. But it was a very, very enjoyable walk. It was actually really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Again, another very, very simple circular walk. Didn't get lost. These are all on like the National
Trust.
Yeah, National Trust, like whatever it's called. Is it just called National Trust?
Yeah.
Is that a pheasant that's not going to move? Oh no, it's a crow. Yeah, these are all just like the National Trust Park walks that are on the website. They're actually really, really easy to follow. I don't know why we've never done that before with other walks. We've just turned up and thought that we'll find the way, but better late than never to learn. But yeah, I will link this one in the description too, because it is a lovely walk. And also at the very end we have just had the most delightful tasting Mr. Whippy ever. Like, that was Mr. Whippy but like a scale up. It was so good. So that just finished off the walk even, like, I was about to say beautifulier, then that's not a word, is it? Even more beautiful. But it was so nice. But it was 13,800 steps we've done, and although it said 5 miles, I think it was about sort of like, well, I shall find out. It was 9.4k in the end, whatever that is in miles. I shall figure it out. I'm not entirely sure. Do you know? No. Have you gone all tired? But literally when we were walking it was pelting it down with rain, and it looks so stunning now. Like, look, we're just going past the viaducts again. Look how beautiful that is. So we walked all the way around here, then you basically cross over the bridge and come all the way back. But yeah, it was such a lovely walk, and we're heading back home now. Not sure what else we're going to get up to for the rest of the day, but I'm hoping that we take this son home with us. So I'd like to have a potter about in the garden. I've had a bit of a catastrophe with my tomato plants, which I shall explain when we get home. But yeah, they basically need repotting again. So I'll do a bit of a garden update too, because I've got so many new sproutlings. So we've just got home from the walk. We've just made a coffee because we have gone very, very tidy. Well, I've definitely gone very, very tidy. But luckily, it looks as if the sun is coming out here. So me and Mark, I forced Mark to come on little sprouting strolls, I call it, round the garden to go and check up on the sproutlings and see what's grown. And I definitely do this like every single day as well. It like gets to my lunchtime at work and I'm like, Mark, we're gonna go on a sprouting stroll, because I'm literally, I don't know what's come over me, I'm just obsessed with the garden, like watching everything grow, watching everything come to life, planting more things apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna go out on our little sprouting stroll now and I'll show you how the garden's looking, because just so much has grown since the last time I've shown you. So I'll show you what we've got out there now. I also need to sort this situation out as well, because oh my goodness, that's another scenario with the poor little tomatoes at the moment, but hopefully we can make them come back alive again. But I'll talk to you about those in a minute. You coming on a sprouting stroll? This is literally like my little idea of heaven at the moment. Cup of coffee in the garden, the sun is shining, and we're off to check out the vegetables. Like literally, Mark came out the other day and I had my cardigan on, my slippers, and I was watering the plants, and he was like, what are you doing? You're literally like a nan. But oh my goodness, I earthed these up the other day and I actually think that they are genuinely growing up through them again. It's not going to be long before I actually need to earth these up again. Sorry, it's really quite windy today, but yeah, these are coming along nicely. I've earthed them up a little bit. As you can see, the little hump and mounds, but I'm definitely going to have to do those again soon. And then over here, let's put my coffee down, I've taken the little cloches off of the carrots now because I just want to harden them up and get them used to being out here. But I've also planted a new row in between here, so in a couple of weeks time we should see some more sproutlings coming up here. But basically down here I did them really, really thinly, and I think I did them too thinly, because obviously here and here and a massive gap here, none have come up, and I don't know what's happened there. But obviously this is all a massive learning curve at the moment, but that's why I thought I'd do another row in here, so that hopefully you can't touch them, Missy. I'm afraid they're not for you. No, they're not. Don't lick your lips. They're hopefully I'll have another little row here as well. Got the spring onions going on over there, a few of those coming up nicely. Again, I don't really know what's happened. I don't know if it's because I've put the cloches down, they haven't seen enough sunlight or water, but a lot of them haven't come up either. So I've done another little pot over here of spring onions too that I planted out yesterday. So I'm hoping in a couple of weeks time start to come out as well. I need to actually weed around the veg patch as well. I've just been looking after the soil but not around it, but yeah, so hopefully that starts to come up too. Got the mint absolutely flourishing, loving life over here, and also my salad is coming on massively. Like, it is getting more and more ginormous by the day. Like, it isn't going to be long, I don't think, until we've got a load of spinach. This is actually Love Life. Like, the spinach is Love Life so much. So I can't wait to come out and do a little harvest for that. And then down in the greenhouse, there is a lot more going on in here since I last showed you. So this guy is getting absolutely ginormous. He's got so many flowers on him as well now. So hopefully that means a lot of tomatoes. I'm going to get him out in the sun today as well and give him a water, give him some tomato food. But as you can see, we've got some cucumbers. And look at these guys coming through. They're all starting to peek through, every single one of them. And then in here, I've put some more runner beans. And then down here, I've repotted the sweet corns, and these, look at this guy, like look how ginormous he is. I can't wait to put these out into the vegetable patch. There's going to be 4 in the veg patch, and then I'm not actually entirely sure what I'm going to do with the rest of them. I think I'm going to put them in a big container. On the chili plant, we're starting to get a few little, is it going to focus? There we go. We're starting to get a few little, I don't know what you actually call them, but are they buds? I'm not sure, but the chilies are starting to grow through on there. The sweet pepper plant is actually getting some new leaves as well, I've just spotted today. So these little leaves are starting to burst through. He's a lot more of a slow grower than what I thought. And down here, look how massive the runner bean has got. I can't believe it. He's absolutely ginormous. And this one, he came through so much later. I didn't even think he was going to come through, but he's absolutely massive now. Like, they've nearly caught up with each other, and he came through literally like a week later. He's just gone poof, and just come straight through. We've got a load of leeks in here that I think I'm going to have to separate up at some point. And then I have also actually repotted a load more as well in there. And last of all, actually, I have got this other tomato plant out here that is, I've just spotted somewhere in here is where the flowers are going to come from. So I need to get a bamboo stick in him actually, because he's starting to get quite tall. And as well, look at this. I believe I'm saying it right. I feel like it's called an azalea, but that's just come through and it is absolutely gorgeous in the garden, so that's definitely going to stay there. I really like that. And it's just so nice seeing everything come through, because we haven't seen everything. Like, look at the rosemary bush as well. That's growing and absolutely getting a bit out of control really, but it's actually just so nice seeing everything come through in the garden, because obviously we moved in winter when it was all completely bare, and now we're seeing it all in spring and everything's coming through and flowering, so it looks really nice. But basically the whole situation with the tomato plants is they were getting really big, so I wanted to repot them into these, which I picked up in B&M, without realising that they didn't have any holes in them, and water was building up in here. And I was like, why is it doing that? Because they've got holes, they've got plenty of drainage. And I was even like poking like things through down here to make sure that the water could seep through and get through into those holes down there, but it wasn't working. And then without realising, they've started to die because all the leaves are starting to go yellow where they've obviously been very heavily overwatered. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get them all out, get all this really wet soil out. This one is actually not looking too bad. It's just these ones over here, but the tomatoes are still absolutely loving life on them, so I'm hoping that it's not too late to save them. So I'm going to try my best. I'm going to get them out, dry the roots out as best as I can, and then repot them into some dry compost, because Mark has now drilled some holes in the bottom of these, so the drainage is all good again. So that's what I'm going to get up to now, but I need to try and save these. The little ones, these two that were a bit dead. This guy is actually still thriving. He's absolutely fine, so I've left him in his pot. I must have just forgotten to water him. But these two, I mean, they're looking a lot better already now that they're in their new homes. And I've also trimmed off the dead leaves as well, because I had a little research and it said that as long as it's underneath the fruit, that is the best thing to do. So I've done that and they actually look a lot happier already. So I've put them in this sort of like sheltered, sunny / shaded spot so they can get a bit of sun on them, just so hopefully in a couple of days time I'll give them a very tiny bit of drizzle of tomato food to hopefully bring them back alive again. But I've also created this little wigwam with Mark, because that's going to be where the runner beans go, because in probably like a week's time I'm going to get those out. I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. I definitely feel like I've seen this in my veg patch book, but I'm going to have another look at that. And also we found this bird netting in the shed as well, so I need to make some sort of frame for that situation so I can cover up my carrots and spring onions, because the birds like to lay on this veg patch and I don't want them eating all the carrots. So now it is quite a bit later, and as you can see the sun is still shining very beautifully. So I've just been to the shop and picked up some barbecue charcoal and we're gonna have a barbecue. So what I want to do now is I am going to head inside and start preparing. So we're gonna have some little, I want to do some sort of like little potato concoction because we've got some garlic paste. I can go and get some rosemary out of the garden and just make some really small, like little bite-sized crispy potatoes to eat because I've got a load of potatoes to use up. We have also got these that I just picked up from the shop because they looked like a bit of me and Mark, so we can put them inside of our burger, which I know is quite naughty, but they look really, really good. And meat-wise, we are fully stocked. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna have, but I've seen that the weather is gonna be really, really nice. And when it gets to this weather, we literally just eat barbecue, and I'll probably start doing a salad on the side of it as well. But we've got burgers, we have got peri-peri chicken breasts, we've got pork, we've got more pork, we've got beef kebabs, and we also have these sausages as well. This meat is all from Lidl, and the last time we had it, it was literally the best barbecue we've ever had. These burgers are absolutely unbelievable from Lidl, so hopefully it tastes exactly the same again. But yeah, I am probably going to do some corn on the cob with it as well, get myself a little Diet Coke on the go and start preparing for dinner. It is actually now, when did we go to Lady Power?
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. It is a substantial amount of time later anyway. I was editing this vlog and then realised I never actually finished it off, so I thought I'd just jump on. I didn't want to just like shut it down and not say bye and anything because I mean I just wanted to say bye. But yeah, the good news is the tomato plants are coming back to life again, which is really, really exciting. I can't believe actually, even editing this video back, that a week on, there is so much change out in the garden. Like literally the tomato plants are coming back to life. The spinach is like pretty much ready to harvest. I planted out my runner beans, but I know this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea and I'm kind of doing it more for a personal me situation just to keep an eye on it. But I am going to start doing every couple of weeks a vegetable diary because for me it literally is just going to be a vlog so I can watch the transformation. I can film my, like just film myself telling myself like my mistakes and my things that I need to remember for next year. Just basically just a diary because it is a lot easier and quicker just to say it all out loud really quickly than to write it all down, probably lose the like notebook and all my notes in the renovation and then come to next year forget everything, because there are a lot more vegetables out there than what I originally planned. So every couple of weeks I am going to be doing a bit of a gardening video. So there's going to be a bit of a switch up on the channel, which is new and exciting for me anyway. But if it's a journey that you want to follow, then thank you very much. And yeah, I'm going to do that every couple of weeks, do a bit of a diary just so I can watch the progression and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to round up this video here. If you have got this far, then I very much appreciate it and I would love for you to stick around and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.